Danny Riehm, NOLA Cardinals, obviously making a trip to New Mexico, having won tournament at Turchin Stadium. Just talk about the excitement level that is building now, because you're leaving here in a day or two.
Yeah, it's real now. It's been a couple weeks of preparation and getting all of our travel plans in place. And, Thursday morning, it's time to get to the Armstrong International Airport and, get on our way to Albuquerque and then up into Farmington.
Yeah, not an easy place to get to, I can tell
No.
you that, having been to Albuquerque a bunch of times, but you have to get there and drive. I know that for a pretty decent distance.
Yeah, we'll fly into Albuquerque and then there'll be a bus waiting for us. It'll take us about 3 hours up into Farmington.
12 teams, correct?
Yes, 12 teams.
Talk about the format.
Yeah, so we're going to start with pool play, and that's just for seeding purposes. So, more than likely we'll mix those games up with arms. We wouldn't want to get to the bracket and have anybody not available. So, we'll have a plan for pool play, how we want to pitch it, try to get our hitters feeling good, defense playing sound, and then, we'll get seeded into the bracket. You could start the bracket as early as Sunday night. If you don't play Sunday night, you'll start on Monday.
Let's talk about how deep your pitching runs.
Yeah, we've got a lot of quality arms that we can run out there. Guys that can run it up there into low 90s and guys that can go out there and, mix it up and change speeds and get guys out that way. So, we like the options that we have.
And your offense, you've had to adjust to wooden bats during the course of the year. Just talk about where that's at.
Yeah, so early on it was tough. It was hard to score. We were playing against teams with metal. I kept telling the guys, keep showing up every day, keep chopping wood, so to speak, and, we would figure it out. It was definitely going to be a transition, and once we made that transition, we've been hitting the ball very well with the wood. We lay bunts down, we hit and run. You got to play the whole game, squeeze some guys in here and there. But we've adapted to the wood, and they're comfortable with it. And if we went back to metal right now, that probably wouldn't be a good thing because they're so comfortable now with the wood.
And everybody's on the same playing field now.
Yeah, everybody, just like the regional. It definitely paid dividends for us in the regional because once we got to that tournament, we finally were wood against wood, and we played very well, outscored opponents 24-2 in the 5 games. So, once we get to Farmington, it'll be wood against wood again. So, everybody's on a level playing field. The wood's unforgiving. You can hit the ball right on the nose, and it'll go right at somebody, or hang up just enough for an outfielder to get there. It's a lot different than the metal bat game, but it's good from a purist standpoint because it forces you to play the entire game.
What do you know about the prospective competition?
A lot of Division I players. When you read the preview articles on these teams, when you talk about the Midland Redskins and Doolin's Dodgers, and the type of teams that will be there, a lot of D1 guys, Mississippi States, Southern Cals, Texas Tech, Dallas Baptist, Oregon State. I've seen some of the big, D1 names sprinkled all over these rosters. So it's going to be a high level of baseball for 19 and under.
And the Connie Mack experience, your first time around.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to the experience? Talk about it.
Yeah, excited to go. They said this is one of the big ones out there, if not the biggest. They put 8,000 people in the stands at night, a parade through the town before the tournament gets going. It's one of those places kind of like Shelby and Legion where it all shuts down and it's all about that event that week. The people I know are looking forward to seeing a team from New Orleans get there. They've been texting me and emailing all week about different things that they're putting together for us to have ready when we get there. So we're excited about going. From a staff standpoint, I think our staff is excited because, in 2019 we got to the Legion World Series, and now in 23 we're going to the Connie Mack World Series, probably the 2 biggest amateur World Series for this age level that you can go to. So we get to see both of them in a short period of time.
How many games do you have to win to win a national championship?
You'd have to go 5-0 in the bracket. Yeah, so it's a long haul, considering that you throw the pool play on top of that.
And then finally, some of the players that have gotten you here. Some of the guys that have been standouts for you, both at the plate and on the mound.
Yeah, we've had a lot of contributors over the course of the summer. Locally, Rhett Centani from Rummel's been really good for us. He's got a ton of extra base hits. Brock Bullinger, Brady Schmidt, Bryce Pitts from Jesuit, Giancarlo Arancibia, Reed through from Curtis, Kaysen Alexander from Hanville. We had a couple really nice players join us from St. Thomas More and Lafayette with Tanner Hornback, our shortstop, Colton Harrison, one of our first basemen. The list goes on and on. Really good group of guys, a group of guys that you like to come to the ballpark and see every single day, and they're playing hard and they're playing well at the right time.
Believe you can win this thing?
We do. We want to go make history. A Louisiana team has never won it. Louisiana has been there before, but they've never won it. So we want to be the first ones to get that done.
Manny, thank you. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.